Hey guys, it's Coach Joe here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about why I'm doing this. Why, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you'll see bits of challenges to try to challenge you to become better and try to improve your life. What do I get out of it? Why am I striving to build something that will afford me to leave a job that I've had for 10 years. And it's because, I care. I was so incredibly, I was obese. I'm not one of those lose 150-pound kind of stories, but I was obese. And I've been there. And, you know, um, it's one of those things where a few years ago something just clicked in my head. I was always out of breath. I was tired. I was just unmotivated to do anything. And even this picture here, I have a smile on. I can guarantee you that's not a real smile. That's not a genuine smile. That's just for the camera. You know, um, there were just some things I just wasn't happy with myself. And if I wasn't happy with myself, how was I going to make anybody else happy around me? My attitude was going to be horrible. My demeanor was just depressed. Fast food every day, even when it was cooked, it wasn't exactly the healthiest stuff in the world. And, you know, I just, I couldn't keep up what I was doing. Um, you know, my motivation actually came from my son. My son has special needs, and I couldn't, one of the things that I couldn't let happen was let something happen to me and leave him in the care of someone else. And I just kept thinking about that and thinking about that. In 20 years, would I have a heart attack? Would I die? Would he end up in the care of somebody else who doesn't give a shit about him? And so I had to make a change. And that's kind of where my motivation comes from. It comes from not wanting to be missing out on him growing up and not being able to be there for him. Because that's what he deserves. He doesn't deserve to have somebody else, not give a crap and, be another kid in the system, who takes a couple field trips now and then or something. I don't know. That's not what I wanted. And I couldn't get it out of my head that if I kept down the path I was going, um, that would happen. So I had to make a change. And so I started eating a little better. I started, I started running. I started using, workout programs. And eventually I lost the weight and became a healthier and better person because of it. And now I have no doubt in my mind that I'm going to be there for him. And now I have two stepdaughters that are in the picture that, I need to be there for them as well. I need to be there for my fiance. I need to be there. I can't just live a life sitting on the couch and not being healthy and end up, you know, with cardiac arrest sometime down the line. You know, it's not good. You know, it's a selfish way to live. There's just nothing about it. You know, people say, you know, going running is selfish. You know, it's a independent thing. You're taking time away for your family. You're taking, you know what? Fuck that. That's bullshit. You continue down the path of eating all kinds of crap and not being motivated and, you know, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You know what? You're not going to be there. You know, you take 3 hours a week for yourself. That's a hell of a lot better than losing 20 or 30 years because you're inside a fucking coffin. I mean, it's a no-brainer. You know, what's selfish is sitting on the couch and shoving your face with food. What's selfish is not getting off of your ass. What's selfish is thinking that if I'm out doing this, I'm not there for them. But you know what? You won't be there anyway. So, you know, I've got to take that leap. I can't leave matters into anybody else's hands. One of the reasons I post all kinds of different statuses on my Facebook is because I want to invite people to get into the same kind of lifestyle. I want people to change for the better. There is lots of things going on that, sorry, I record these things and the kids are home and stuff like that. And one of them just opened the door. As a matter of fact, my son just opened the door. For whatever reason, he didn't have school. This is being recorded on a Friday, and he probably wants to join. You want up? So, here. You want to see motivation? This is my motivation. Can you say, where's the red light? Can you say hi? Hi? Alright. He's my motivation. And I want to build a better life for him, for my stepdaughters, for myself, for my fiance. I just, you know, there's just no two ways about it. And, you know, I want to help people get that same feeling along the way. One of the biggest motivational things I have ever seen is actually something that, you know, actually really truly made me start on this path to trying to help people and trying to build a life in fitness. Excuse me. It's a video from Steve Harvey about taking that leap. You're never going to succeed if you don't eventually take that leap. And so in 2015, I'm going to jump. I'm going to take that leap. I am going to do everything in my power to build a life for my family that is worth living. And so I want to ask you, you know, what's your motivation? What drives you to be the best person that you can be? And if you've always been talking about getting up off the couch and exercising, or starting to eat right, or, you know, trying to be more adventurous, why haven't you? Why haven't you? What is your excuse? You know, every block that is put in place, every obstacle, you can either overcome it and strive to achieve, or you can let it beat you down. I'm tired of getting beat down. Aren't you? So make 2015 the best version of you. And if you want my help, I am happy to help. It gives me incredible pleasure helping other people. So, take that leap with me. Take it with me. I'm going to leave you with that Steve Harvey video I was talking about. He doesn't beat around the bush, and he says it much better than I can. So, subscribe to the channel. You are going to see a body transformation like none other. You are going to see an attitude transformation. You are going to see a life transformation starting December 22nd. So, I implore you to join me on this journey. Leave comments. Hit me up on Facebook. I'm an open book there. So, look, I'm not the most eloquent speaker. I'm not the most, I'm not the prettiest guy around, but if you want to change your life, and you want to watch somebody change along with you, hit me up, and I'll be happy to help you. But, while I'm working on me, and you want me to help you, you have to be committed. You have to be in 100%. Because if you're in 50, or if you're in 75, I don't have time for you. It's just the cold hard facts. You guys take care, and I'll see you on the other side of the interweb.
Okay, here's the deal. If you want to be successful, here's the thing you have to do. You have to jump. There is no way around it. You have to jump. Every successful person has jumped. You got to jump. You got to take a leap of faith. You got to dash off that cliff, and you got to jump out there as far as you can. Now, a lot of times you stand on the cliff of life and you see other people soaring by, gliding down like a bird flying through the air. They going over to the south of France. You see them on a boat somewhere. You see their family vacationing here, their family vacationing there. You see them dressing like this. You see them in New York, then you see them in London. They flying by. You know why? It's because their parachute open. But the only way to get your parachute to open so you can soar, you got to jump. Now here's the problem. Here's the problem, my friends. When you jump, I can assure you one thing. You listening? I promise you this. Your parachute will not open right away. No, that's the fear part. I promise you your parachute will not open right away. You're going to hit them sides and them rocks. You're going to tear your back out on them cliffs. You're going to cut yourself. You're going to get wounded. You're going to get some tears and stuff like that. But eventually, the parachute will open and you'll be soaring. But here's the other caveat. Let me teach you this right here. If you do not jump, I promise you one thing. Your parachute will never open. So you're safe, but you'll never soar. You got to jump. I got to go.